Yeah, everybody. Today I want to talk. Today I want to talk a little bit about the trucking industry. Um, I got to say this. I'm sort of sick and tired of seeing and hearing the owner operators and company drivers is talking about how companies and brokers are doing it. You have to ask yourself the question. You come down to your owner operators and companies, because a lot of companies they haul broker loads. Who should make the most money in trucking is the ultimate question. All right. Who should make the most money in trucking? All right. Now, in my opinion, and just as my personal opinion, the companies and the owner operators should make the most money. Owner operators and company are basically the same. Most companies at one time was an owner operator, where they had one, two, or three trucks. Okay. I heard somebody said one time that UPS started off with one truck. Okay. So companies and owner operators, they basically share the same cost. Okay. Um, the problem that I have, I mean, I'm not an owner operator, but I'm thinking about becoming one. And what I hear y'all owner operators talking about, and some of the companies, y'all talking about the brokers. Brokers this, brokers that. Okay? You know, y'all fed up with brokers. Brokers are making nowadays just about as much money as the owner operators. Matter of fact, in many cases, they're making more. If you look on the board nowadays, in which most of the loads on the board is broker loads. And it's under $2 a mile, a whole lot of them. Are they gonna give you a flat rate? Hmm? $875 for 900 miles. Man, please. What the hell wrong with y'all? Huh? So, in my opinion, the broker should be on the bottom as far as the money that they make in trucking. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why the broker should make the least amount of money. The companies, the owner operator, and the driver should make the most money in trucking. Okay? Because the owner operators and the companies, they got a lot of overhead yet. They got a lot of overhead. Okay? Brokers don't have that much overhead, so why should he make the most money? Hmm? Brokers can set up at the max, I would say. A broker can set up shop for about $5,000, and that's on the high end. All they need is a telephone, a fax machine, a printer, and a computer. Okay? Telephone, fax machine, printer, computer, a little office supply, paper. Okay? Now you can get a printer, fax, okay, a scanner all in one. So he don't have to put out that much money to get set up. Nor does he have to spend a lot of money to maintain. So why should he make the most money? Or just as much money as the people that's got the big investment. Right? So, in my opinion now, what I say it is just my personal opinion. It's always my disclaimer. How y'all gonna let a middleman come in and make just as much or more money as you, and you got the largest investment? Okay, companies got a big investment. All right, tractors are not cheap. Trailers are not cheap. Okay, companies and owner operator got the largest investment. Okay, and they work harder. Most companies work around the clock. They got somebody dispatching for them around the clock. Hmm? Drivers work around the clock. I don't care what holiday it is. You go out on the road, you're gonna see some trucks. It can be Christmas, it can be New Year's, it can be 4th of July, it can be Labor Day. You're gonna see trucks out there on the road. Hmm? Truck drivers work 24/7. A lot of companies work 24/7. There's somebody in that office all the time. Okay? Some of them even work when they're at home. All right, you off this weekend, but you on call. Okay? If that phone ring, all right, you got to answer it. The driver, I just talked to a company um, this morning. He want a driver to stay out 8 weeks at a time. Okay? And you get about 4 days off. You pay 65 cents a mile, which is fairly decent. But his truck is governed at 65 miles per hour. Okay? Well, being out on the road for 4 weeks at a time, for 8 weeks at a time, that's too much. Hmm? I got a home. I got a house. I can't be out on the road no 4 weeks at a time. I don't mind being out there a week or two. Hmm? But 8 weeks at a time? No. No. If you ain't paying me 65 cents a mile, hmm? And you got me a slow truck, hell no, 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 no. Now I might jump out there if you paid 85. Hmm? I would consider if you paid 75. Hmm? And put me in a 70 miles per hour truck. See? So bottom line is that the brokers are making just as much money as the owner operator and the companies, and I think that's wrong. Brokers are home every night. Hmm? Brokers are making way more money than the drivers are. Hmm? He's a parasite in the trucking industry. He need to go. Yeah. The greatest asset in the trucking industry is that driver, the man out there holding that steering wheel. Because without pickup and delivery, don't no money come in for anybody. In order for the broker to get paid, that load got to be delivered. In order for the company to get paid, that load got to be delivered. Okay. Owner operator, same thing. I classify owner operators and companies as the same. One just got more trucks than the other. That's all. So now, a broker should be the lowest man on the pole and come down to that revenue. Companies and drivers should make the most money because they got the greatest investments, right? And they're working 24/7. Most brokers, they get off, uh, shoot, around this time. Hmm? Yeah. They don't work no 11, 12 hours a day. They don't work at night like the drivers do. They ain't away from their home. A lot of brokers, a lot of brokers, they work out of their house. Yeah, yeah. They can drink them a beer, drink a liquor, drink a liquor. Hmm? While they're working, they can smoke them a blunt. While they're working, they don't have to be drug tested. Yeah. Hmm? They can be working and in between on the phone. They out there got something on the grill. Yeah, they got it easy. They don't have no overhead, huh? You don't have to pay $600 for a steering tire. Hmm? You don't have to worry about breakdowns. But watch it, they make the most money. I don't understand y'all let them come in and bogart the trucking industry. Hmm? and they got the least amount of investment, and they do the least amount of work. How y'all let that happen? How y'all let that happen? Owner operators are saying, "Ain't no good time to get into trucking business," and the main excuse is because of who? Brokers. Yeah, they're saying the broker this, the broker that. Yeah. A lot of companies that pull broker loads, they're complaining. And see, if a company pull a broker load, there's 3 people got to get paid off that load. The broker, all right, he want anywhere from 30 to 50% in some cases. All right, the company got to get a slice of the pie because they got to pay their driver and they got to buy fuel. Hmm? Yeah. So there got to be enough on that load to compensate the broker, the company, and the driver. I'm going to put them brokers out of the way. Yeah. They need to go. Trucking to be a whole lot better. There'll be more revenue for the companies, more revenue for the drivers. If you move that broker out of the way, yeah, he needs to go. That's the greatest problem in the trucking industry is that broker. I've been saying this for quite some time. You know, y'all don't hear me. Okay, we get rid of that broker. Okay, and a lot of problems in the trucking industry go away. Okay, y'all have more drivers. Your company's gonna have y'all have more drivers. Because let me tell you what motivates a driver. I'm an old driver. I've been out here ever since the 80s. Okay, all right. I learned how to drive on an international cab over. Huh? Yeah. Here's what here's what motivates drivers. It's pay. The last company I was working for, they were all right. Okay. But they didn't want to pay nothing. They didn't want to pay but 56 cents a mile. Okay. But I'm old school. I'm worth more than that. Okay. That's why I walked away from it. They want me to come back. Okay. I want to go back, but y'all want to pay. No. They spend thousands of dollars putting all that radar technology and all them cameras and stuff on the truck. Hmm? So they can sit back in the office in their high chair and watch you drive. Okay? But you don't want to pay your driver for 56 cents a mile. Now you give them some incentive, like, being on the road, like, you get couple of dollars for being out on the road, overnight pay. You know, um, you might get a little bit of detention pay. You know, they got a few little other incentives, but forget about them incentives because you can lose them. Give me 65 cents a mile out of the gate. I don't care about all them safety bonus and uh, the overnight is all right. They pay like $32 overnight, but that's all right because hell, you need that to pay for parking. That ain't gonna really They ain't really going in your pocket, okay? Because if you driving in the daytime, all right, hell, you gonna have to spend that to park. You gonna have to spend $25 to park. Yeah, you know. You get the truck stop um maybe 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Ain't no parking spot other than reserve. Okay, that's $25. So the main thing that motivates a driver is the pay. Last company I worked for, I went to work. I was miserable. Be perfectly honest with you. I didn't really like working for them. But it wasn't paying nothing. You know, you could bust your ass. All week. You probably would gross about 1,600. I think the highest I ever went with the company was about 16, maybe 1,700. And then after Sam, once he got his cut, I'm down to about 12. So it make no difference how hard I work. It ain't so it ain't so much how much you make and how much you get to keep. It make no difference how hard I work. I knew I wasn't gonna get to keep no more than about 12, maybe $1,300 a week. Okay, and most of the time I work 60, 65 hours a week. So you have to do the numbers and crunch the numbers to see whether it's worthwhile being out there. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna do another video and show some of y'all new truck drivers, you know, uh, how you crunch those numbers to find out whether or not it worth your while being out there. Might be better to get a job at Burger King or McDonald's, making $15 an hour, than to be out on the road and away from your home all week long, 2 weeks long. Okay, like that company that I just talked to earlier, I'm talking about 8 weeks. Uh-uh. If I was a young man, didn't have no place to stay, I'm a job for a homeless person, a homeless truck driver. Staying out on the road 8 weeks. That's for somebody homeless. That's a homeless truck driver's job. I ain't homeless. I own my own house. I just got through cutting grass. Okay? Huh? Man, I stay away from my house 8 weeks. And when my grass be like that, they be done call a man on me. But he need to cut his grass. Yeah, I live in the city limit. If you live in the city limit and your neighbors, they'll call in on you. He need to cut his grass. Mind your own damn business. But anyway, no. Being out there on the road 8 weeks, that's for a homeless man. You know, uh-uh. Unless you got somebody to look after your property and you want to be gone that long. I don't want to be. I don't want to be gone. I don't want to be on the road that long. No, 8 weeks. I might do 2 now. I might consider 2, but 8, hell no to the no, no, no. But if you move the broker out of the way, the companies could pay more money to their drivers. Okay, because that's what motivates drivers. Okay, drivers right now need to be making them a minimum. A minimum. I mean, when you look at the cost of living, all right, drivers need to be making $1 a mile. Now, 75 cents is all right. Okay, 70 cents is all right. All right, but you can just barely get by. All right, especially if you got a family. All right, now if you're a single man, okay, 70 cents a mile is not bad if you can get the miles. See, a lot of companies give you 70 cents a mile, but put you in a slow truck. And I want to close with this. Speed is very important in trucking. Okay? What you're able to do with that truck. When you got the miles, okay, the way that truck is set up, on the speed, okay, and if it can pull, all right, see, you got these, a lot of companies put you in these slow ass trucks. They got them governed at 6 to 8, okay, that's one reason why you need drivers, okay, because you got these slow trucks and everything passing you. You need to stay in that right-hand lane. You don't need to try to go around nothing unless it's about to stop. Okay? They'll give you high mileage pay, but put you in a slow truck. And you think you're gonna really make some money, and you're not. Because your truck is slow. Huh? Well, you can do, we got drivers do 2,500 miles a week in a 6 to 8 miles by truck. Yeah, probably can. He gonna have to work. He'll work his ass off. He definitely got to keep that left door closed. Huh? When he get through, he might be able to turn 500 miles a day. But he got to keep that left door closed. He got to work like a dog every day. I don't want to work like that. Yeah, I don't want to work like that. You need a good truck to be out here. Yeah. You need a truck at least run 75, 80 miles per hour. And can pull real good. Now I can do 3,500 miles a week. Yeah. Huh? The truck is pulling good. It'll go up them hills. Huh? 70 miles per hour zone. I can maintain, flow with the traffic, and run 75. Yeah. Now my mileage goes up. Come high from 500 miles to about 700 miles. At least 600 miles. See? Well, see, companies try to be slick, and that's why they're in the shape they are. They already got their budget set. Okay? They already done run them numbers. See, crunch them numbers. So they know just about how much money that driver is going to make for that week. It's already figured out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He ain't going to make no more money than that, basically. All right? Because we know how much we paying him a mile, and we're going to skim off the miles. All right? And I want to talk about that in another video where companies skim off of your miles. Okay? Yeah, you don't get paid for the total miles that you drive. You check your miles on your GPS, it say one thing. All right, you at the shipper, and you check your miles on your GPS. Hmm? Go on your phone and you check it on Google. Then you write your beginning odometer miles down. And when you get to the other end, when you get to your destination, hmm, you crunch the numbers. Okay? All right? Keep your tablet, a mileage tablet. Okay? Then when you get your check, your paycheck, you compare the miles. Huh? And you'll see how bad companies cheat you out of miles. Or it may not be no more than about 30 or 40, maybe 50 miles. Hmm? Hmm? Brokers paying them for X amount. Or you drove X amount and you only got paid for this. Hmm? You drove 600 miles, but they only paid you 585. Huh? They shit you out of 15 miles. Well, you look at it and say, well, I ain't but 15 miles. Huh? They got 500 drivers that they shit out of 15 miles a day. Think about it. Do your numbers. So you got to watch companies on the miles because they skim off your miles. A lot of companies are rob the drivers. Mm-hmm. Their greatest asset, they're robbing. So you have to keep up with that. Keep a record of that. And you might want to bring it to their attention. You been shitting me. Look. This is what I drove, but this is what I got paid for. Hmm? This is what Google said. This is what my GPS said, and this is what my odometer said. And this is what you paid me. And the first thing they're gonna tell you, well, you must have went out of route. No, hell no, I didn't. I didn't go out of route. Mm-mm. I didn't go out of route. You just robbed me. That's all. Yeah, you stole from me. I didn't go out of route. And they have to, because the brokers robbing them. If they're putting a lot of broker loads, the brokers robbing them. So in return, they rob the drivers. Yeah. So trucking has become a dog-eat-dog world, you know. And in my opinion, all right, the only way it's going to get better is you have to move the brokers. Or there have to be some type of regulation and say the brokers can only get X amount. It's like y'all got the drivers governed on pay, then the brokers need to be governed on pay. Okay? So right now, most companies don't want to pay a driver but 65 cents a mile. Most of these companies here in South Carolina has always been a slave mentality state. They want to pay you 50, 56 cents, 57 cents. Some of them might pay 60. Very few of them will pay you 65. Hmm? A lot of them don't want veteran truck drivers. All right. A lot of companies nowadays want to hire a veteran truck driver. A truck driver been out here for 10, 20 years. Okay, a lot of companies won't hire him because he know too much. Okay, and he gonna buck them. He gonna catch them in their shit. But they don't want him. They want y'all new. They want y'all newbies. Yeah, but y'all don't know. Y'all don't know the ropes. So they can get up on y'all. A lot of y'all ain't gonna pay attention to your miles. You excited, you know. You ain't really paying attention to how they do you on your miles. Hmm? You're excited. Yeah. You don't know the difference between household movers, guys, miles, and PC mile, practical mileage. You don't know the difference. Some companies still pay household movers, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's my take on it, y'all. All right. If you keep doing the same thing, we're gonna keep on having the same results. You know. Yeah. Until company drivers, companies, and owner operators come together, all right, and move these brokers out of the way. You'll still be crying about it. Okay. You'll still be crying about it. You'll still need drivers because money motivate drivers. Okay. Company call me right now. I say they're paying 70 cents a mile. I'm gone. Hmm? Yeah. Give me a 70 miles per hour truck. I'm gone. Why? That's 14 cents more than what I'm making now. See? Money wouldn't motivate drivers. A lot of companies out here that need drivers, the reason why they need drivers because they don't want to pay them. I'm out of here, y'all. Love y'all. Y'all be blessed.